Our neighbour at home knows someone who's really...
Accio!
It's true. Rid of stench cone his neighbours.
What's this one about? Ah!
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard! I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Revelio.
Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor. Revelio. Revelio.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down?
Revelio. 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 Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deek will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deek, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deek was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deek was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deek is honored to meet you.
Deek has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deek. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deek, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable. Deek's seen students in need of an extra... You seem to have accessed it in...
I was thinking about needing a plate.
Oh, that explains it then. Well then, the room... Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent.
Revelio.
It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I don't have anything for this at the moment. I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of create... Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredient. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, they can also be collected by vanishing objects in...
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead, and you should find both familiar since they'll resemble them.
Revelio. Revelio.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deek.
Good luck. I shall...
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. You can acquire it by vanishing. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than conjuration can be used to decorate. Why don't you try it on the walls and... Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
The altering spell will allow you to customize it. You can change the colors, patterns. Let's get started, shall we? Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony while using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the...
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of...
Indeed. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. If you'd like to customize the space.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
Actually, perhaps another time.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens, ranted on and on about rogue dragons, wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, well, I thought it was odd too, but then we took the roast beef to Sir Pod.
You met the Headless Hunt?
Yes, and then I had to find...
Who on earth is...
He was a student here long ago. I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did, and because Jackdaw had followed the map, believe it or not, it's a room below.
Why am I not...
I was hoping you'd say... The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Travel is always much more enjoyable with a friend.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles...
Precisely. Charles is in light of the knowledge that...
So, the passage from...
They were an important part of the journey. The trials were designed. They will test your... But of equal importance, you will need patience. Now, we have waited this long, Professor.
Respectfully, sir, while I do traces of a powerful dark, and we encountered an we may already beat.
This is grave news.
I do.
Then, whilst Professor Fig may assist,
Shall we have a look? You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful.
Nice to see you, my young friend. Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Perfect. Target.
Roberto! Sergio! Confringo!
Reducto! Confringo! Here I find you!
Confringo!
Tego! Reducto! How did that feel?
Incendio!
Expelliarmus!
When I set up my element, I don't expect to be thwarted by my own allies. I don't...
Confringo!
Lower or upper? That curiosity young people tend to nurture never ends well for them, does it?
This place has seen better days.
Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyal.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
More importantly, they've set up
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now.
Ready to fight?
Stay hidden and... Or, I suppose we could charge right into their list. Oh.
You should know better than that by now. We've all right over here. There must be something. Ramrock said so.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Confringo! No! Confringo! Stop it!
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Let's get this over. Why don't you come up here? Expulso!
Not quite. Easily done. Pity. Not quite. Was that your pick?
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Welcome to Sanvakar's Tower.
Revelio. Expelliarmus! Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Professor. Did you say Sanvakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.